Yo, what's going on, guys? It is non-reality, and in today's video, I am bringing you another global patch notes review. Now, I know I said I don't like doing these, but this is probably the biggest change that BDO has seen in the past year. This change could make BDO become one of the greatest MMOs ever. I know it's a little bit exaggeratory, but honestly, this change is amazing. They're basically adding a pity system to enhancing. And now, why is this such a big deal? Now, if you're like me, you don't really mind RNG in video games. If anything, you like RNG because RNG just makes you feel better when you get your item that you really want. But a lot of people don't like RNG. If we take WoW, for example, if you do a mythic dungeon or raid in WoW, you do have a chance at getting a piece of gear, but it is completely RNG. But then at the end of the week, you do get a pity reward through a vault system where you get to get the piece of gear, 100% chance you get the piece of gear. So basically, BDO is doing something similar, at least in retrospect of that. They're doing something similar where they're adding a pity system to all items enhanced. Now, this is crazy. So let's read through this real quick. I did do a little bit of a skim over just to make sure, there wasn't any crazy like word typos, because this is the global labs that is translated from Korea onto the Black Desert Foundry website. I will be linking this in the description. So let's actually look at this. The ancient Anvil system was updated today through the Black Desert Research Institute. So this is on the patch or on the test server, and the new pity system is called the ancient Anvil. Now, if the enhancement fails, Essence of Agris, which is what the pity system currency, not currency, but pity system accumulation of points is called. It's called the Essence of Agris, is accumulated one by one in the corresponding equipment. When the specified number is accumulated, the ancient anvil is activated and 100% chance is achieved. Yes, that is right, 100%. Now, there was a lot of people speculating in the community like, oh, they're going to add a pity system, but it's only going to be for some items, or it's going to be really bad or whatnot. So far, it seems really good. Yes, that's right. To define it in a more familiar way, ancient anvil is a type of confirmed enhancement system. To summarize the system, so now if you fail while enhancing your equipment, why did it just go one now if you fail it? Anyway, like I said, it's translated from Korea. Ager's essence value accumulates in the corresponding equipment enhancement grade. Now, what they mean by this, which they'll explain later, is every equipment enhancement or every equipment will be into a grade. So basically, if you're enhancing boss armor, that is one grade of boss armor. And what I mean by this is if you enhance a dim tree 5 times and then you swap over to a red nose, you're still going to keep your pity onto that item because it is the same grade of equipment. Same with black star. If you're enhancing a main black star weapon and you go, I don't feel like doing that anymore, and you go over to a waking black star weapon, your pity will stay the same between the two. The only way that this does not come in is with accessories. Accessories are always different. This is obviously to stop people like tapping really low level accessories and then swapping to a debo or something like that. It will only be for that accessory, but anything else will be in groups. So it says right here, for example, if you fail to strengthen the Debo necklace, 1 essence will be accumulated. Afterwards, if you fail to use the Debo necklace several times and accumulate specified number of times, you will succeed in enhancing it to 100%. Accessories including Deboreka are structured so that the essence is accumulated individually, meaning that you cannot change from ring to a necklace, obviously. And if enhancement fails, for example, if you drop from 4 level to tri level again, your previous Aegir senses will remain the same. So the way I interpret that is if you are tapping for a tet to a pen debo and it fails, it goes back down to try, and you'll reset to 0. But then once you go back up to tet, you'll be at where you were before from tet to pen, which is really cool because that means if you're at 30 out of 40 taps into pity and you go down back to try, then when you go back up to tet, you'll be at 30 of 40 still, and you won't have to regrind that out. That is really nice. Unlike accessories, weapons and armor, black star, slumbering armor, etc., are grouped together. As long as the enhanced level is the same, the number of essences will be maintained even if you change from a black star longsword to a black star greatsword, like I was saying before. Please check the description below for details on available equipment, required number of essences, and weapons. For equipment, I really want and to engrave my name on the equipment in the ancient anvil rather than just adjusting the difficulty level of enhancing, even though it was too much for a challenge. I don't even know what this is. We have prepared this in the hope that you will be of some help to the adventurers. Okay, we can just skip all that. So the ancient anvil system has been added, and let's look at some of the things here. Ancient anvil is activated when essence agris is fully fulfilled, and essence agris increased by 1 when the equipment enhancement has failed. Is successfully enhanced while essence of Agris has not reached its maximum value. The accumulated essence of Agris value will disappear. Obviously, if you're at 30 out of 40 and you hit it, it'll reset to 0 out of 40. That is pretty obvious there. Essence of Aegis has a different maximum value depending on the type of equipment and each equipment's enhancement level, and there are items that share the essence of Aegis value. However, all accessories are applied individually except for improved accessories. So one thing that they kind of touched on there is that the maximum value depending on the type of equipment and each equipment enhancement level. So I was kind of curious of how they were going to do this, because first they stated that it was going to be a retroactive type of enhancement system. So I was thinking it was going to be like, if a latent necklace at pen level, like tet to pen, if that is 50 bill, then it will be a certain amount of taps. So that would be like 6 taps or something to pity. It looks like they're not doing that. It looks like they have like a base set for this. So it's like, if you're tapping for a latent, it's going to be this out of 0 out of 5, 0 out of 10, 0 out of 20, no matter if the price of the necklace changes on the market. When enhancing using the ancient anvil, activated when essence Aegis is fully fulfilled, the enhancing materials are the same as the existing enhancing materials, and the enhancement attempt will be 100% successful. They're basically just saying you're going to be using the same amount of materials every time. When enhancing the activated ancient anvil, the fail stack increased value is not consumed, obviously. Or let's reread that. When enhancing the activated ancient anvil, the fail stack increased value is not consumed. Sorry. So the way I take that is not probably how it actually goes. We can see a video here real quick. See if they show it. They do not show it. So the way I interpret that, although that is completely wrong, is that if it succeed when it's 100%, actually no, that makes sense. If you seed when it's at 100%, if you're at 40 out of 40 and it succeeds, you don't lose your fail stack because it's the 100% chance. That is amazing, actually. I just now like realized that. The retroactive application of Essence of Aegis will be applied based on enhancement attempts made after January 1st, 2024, and will be applied retroactively for the number of failed enhancements since the last successful enhancement. So they talked about this. They said the way I kind of interpret this is they basically kept the log of everything we've done since January 1st, and they're going to apply it as soon as this update comes live. That's the way I kind of interpret this. You guys can let me know in the comments if you think this is different. But the way I see this is like, if I failed a pen neck, if I failed like a pen ogre 10 times, when this update drops, it'll already be 10 out of whatever. That's kind of how I take it. I'm not sure if that's completely accurate though. Like I said, we're kind of reading this together and learning together as well. Please refer to the table of the maximum essence of Aegis value for each equipment. List of the items share the essence value. They actually have that in here. That would be great if they actually have that in here. They do have it in here, it looks like. Okay. So we have the essence value of Aegis is shared within the group corresponding to each row. So this would be the number that you need to reach, maximum essence of Aegis. This is the number that you need to reach to hit the item, it looks like. So this is for what? This is for, so let's see. So this is for Black Star. This is for any sort of boss armor type thing. So no, maybe not. Yellow great armor. No, that's boss armor. I don't know why they just don't call it boss armor. So we have the yellow great armor. So this is like the dim tree, red nose, griffin, stuff like that. Although you're probably going to be doing the Jatina anyway, maybe this is still a way to do it. So it looks like we're going to be getting 35. I'm basically just looking at the pen because that's the only thing that really matters. So for pen, it looks like it's gonna be 35 taps, which honestly isn't that terrible. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's not terrible though. The main thing I'm curious about is this one right here, Black Stars. So you need 40 taps for a pen Black Star. That is actually really good. If I remember correctly, to buy a pen Black Star would be the equivalent of like 50 taps, I'm pretty sure. So I think 40 is actually really good. That might affect the pricing of Black Stars, but I'm pretty sure 40 is actually a decent number to put it at, actually. And this will hopefully, I'm curious what's going to happen actually of these people. You guys probably all see it on Reddit. There's people posting that they have like 350 stacks from their pen Black Star. I wonder if they're immediately just going to get a 100% success rate when this update drops, or what's going to happen there. Although I don't even think a 350 stack would be 40 taps if you started at like a 250 like you should be doing anyway. But we'll have to see. The essence of value of Aegis is shared within the group corresponding to each row. We have the Goddard Eye. So this is interesting, and it does make sense, but it is still interesting. Is Black Star is 80, 25, 40, and then obviously, as we all know, the tet to pen, which I'm assuming is what this means. I'm assuming when they say tet, they mean tet to pen and not to tet, because that would be weird. Is 40. Yet if you look at Goddard, We have 25, 30, 40, and 50, even though Goddard from duo to try to tet, and tet to pen are all like 4% chances. That is very interesting. That almost makes it so Goddard is not worth. In any case, Goddard is not worth. That is kind of crazy. Next up, we have the essence value of Aegis is shared for the corresponding to each row of the slumbering armor, which is the fallen god armors, the Ator shoes, the all of that stuff, Labresca, Don's gloves, all that stuff. So that is crazy. Oh my god. Okay, so we have +0. So this is a base to pry. Base to pry is going to be 12, which isn't terrible because you're roll tapping these anyway. And then we got pry to duo. Pry to duo is 15, also pretty decent. Duo to try is 20. So duo to try, which is basically what I've been tapping right now, is 20, which means you're going to be using, let me do the math real quick because I'm dumb and I need a calculator. So you're going to be using 42,000 crons to hit pity, which honestly isn't that bad. Because I've tapped some of my tries for a lot of times. I don't know if I've gotten to 20, but I've gotten close. So that's honestly not too terrible. And then we have try to tet. So try to tet is 50. Once again, I that's pretty decent. 50 is pretty decent. If you watch Choice, try to tap his Don gloves with the most recent patch. Or not Don gloves, sorry. The Ator shoes with his most recent patch. He got to like 87 taps. So that's crazy. that is really good. And then tet to pen is 1,000. Now I am curious if this will motivate anyone to go for this, because before no one went for this because there was no ceiling. People were like, there's no point. It's a 0.015, 0.05% chance. It's super low. There's 0 point in going for it because you never know if you're going to get it. Now you know you're going to get it. It is 1,000 taps. Still, you're going to be spending probably over 1 trillion silver. Easily over 1 trillion silver. I'm curious if anyone like Biohack goes for it. We have the essence of value of Aegis shared between Naru weapons. This is cool because it's really low. This will make it so those people that, you know, aren't too, they're, you know, newer to the game or aren't too experienced in tapping can still have fun in season and tap, and it'll be really cool. Same with this right here, Tuvala, 5, 6, 8, like they're all super. This is amazing for new players. I feel like this is amazing for new players. Except for improved accessories, Aegis essence values are applied individually to all accessories. So Tuvala accessories right here. This is also pretty cool. Personally, I never go for Tuvala accessories in season. Obviously, there's no reason for me to anymore. But even when I made my season guide, I told like everyone just don't go for pen Tuvala accessories. I feel like it's just a waste of silver. Because you know you can just get accessories out of season super easy. You get the Kabosha, all that stuff. But with this being a thing, I think it's reasonable to go for full pen Tuvala accessories. Obviously, before it was reasonable, but now it's even more of a reason to actually do it. We have the Kaposha accessories, although no one really taps these anymore, but pretty decent. And then we have the Logia accessories. This is cool because of how Logia works with, you can't chron it and stuff, but the cool part about it is like, you know, you can build up now. You can get it to duo, you can fail duo like, you know, a certain amount of times and then get it to try. You can fail try a certain amount of times, get it to tet. This is a really cool system as well. I really enjoy that for those as well. Next up we have the accessories of sealed magic power. So these are like the niche accessories that no one uses. We have Naru accessories, main quest completion reward accessories, other accessories. We have the trainer clothes. It looks like so they say master horse trainer clothes, but they don't specify other ones. Oh, they have like other ones down here as well. That's interesting. So as you can see, these are the numbers here. This doesn't mean too much to me because I'm not a life skiller, but orange grade life skill clothes. These are the Manos clothings. I think these are honestly pretty decent. If you watch the legendary Blue Squadron streams where he goes for Manos like accessories and Manos clothing, they're really funny. I love those streams. He could very well use this because he needs it very badly, so he can stop failing. The essence value of Aegis is shared within the group corresponding to matchlocks, just other stuff, grade harnesses. Like this is the, all around stuff. We got the matchlock, sniper rifles, harnesses, fishing rods, all the life skill stuff right here. I wonder if that includes, I don't see it in here. I'm curious if this includes riding crop, or I might have missed it. That might have been up. But yeah, pretty interesting still. Green grade trade ship and destroyer equipment. We have the blue grade trade ship and destroyer equipment, and then the green grade sailboats, the blue grade sailboats. And then even if you fail to strengthen through Jay's honest hammer or Jay's presence hammer, accuracy essence will accumulate. Obviously, since those work like crons, you're still going to be getting Agris even if you do cron. Agris essence is accumulated in the same way even when a reinforcement fails without using cronstone. So even if you do downgrade, like I said, you still get the +1 and then it downgrades. And then when you come back to that level, you'll still have whatever you were left at. The retroactive application of Essence Agris will be applied based on reinforcement attempts after 000 on January 1st, 2024. Like I said, we'll have to wait to see. Since the last successful reinforcement. Like I said, we'll have to see. The sentence sounds like anything that you've tapped so far that you haven't had, it will be added in. So honestly, if you're still watching this video, because I know it's 16 minutes and I've been rambling and like saying the most dumb shit, if you are still watching this video, stop tapping right now. Like honestly, just stop tapping, because you could have something at max that you don't even know about. So just stop tapping, wait a week, wait 2 weeks for this to come out, and you will thank yourself in the long run. Now, this is all we are going to cover, because this video, like I said, is 60 minutes long, way longer than I wanted it to be, but this was an insane amount of stuff. Hopefully I kind of explained some stuff better. I know I was all over the place, but this is new to everyone, and these are translated patch notes, so they aren't completely accurate. But if you did like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you thought I said some dumb shit, make sure you let me know in the comments. I love reading comments, especially when they're hating on me for info that they don't even know about. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.